Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of The Struggling Creatives. I'm Obi.
And I am Tim.
And as always, would like to appreciate you all listening. Thank you so much for tuning in every week. Sounds like a live radio show as I said tuning in. But yeah, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. We see you, we love them. And thank you for sharing as well. So Tim, how are you? How's your week been?
Oh my goodness. It's been good. I am, as many of you know, I hope by this time, I am focusing on triathlon training.
Yeah.
And so I'm constantly sore and I'm constantly tired.
Yeah, I just attend classes and sleep, so it's not as tasking as you, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
In the physical part.
Okay. Outside of work, I'm okay. I mean, daily job is very interesting, but I am super excited.
Okay.
For December 1st, effective. Oh my lord.
The festive seasons.
Festive seasons.
I got
this
you.
Is struggling creatives. We want to struggle a lot here.
Exactly.
So, but yeah. Any plans for Christmas?
Well, I live in a country where Christmas is in January, I guess. So, I mean, here they don't really.
Are you Ukrainian?
Yes, yeah. So, I think we do get 25th off.
Okay.
And no solid plans right now. Maybe something will come up, but no solid plans right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Christmas and being. I'm sorry, just every time I do that, we have a list of things to talk about, and we have to somehow
get a segue.
Segue into a conversation. So anyway, speaking of festivities and changing of seasons, have you ever felt or experienced a show or some kind of creative outwork, art, something like that? It would influence you or it would inspire you.
Yes. And I think I see a lot of that inspiration from apps like TikTok and Instagram, right? Because that's my generation.
Okay.
But yeah, so I see people create amazing things, like some videos, and their transitions are so beautiful. I'm like, dang, I want to do that too.
Okay.
And then I stalk their pages and find probably the apps that they're using to create it, and learn how to edit videos with those type of apps and get probably the same effect or something else.
Got it.
Sometimes it's recipe videos that I see. I'm like, okay, I definitely want to make that too.
I love those channels.
Yes. Sometimes it's how an Instagram feed is laid out. I'm like, okay, I really like the color schemes on this one. Yeah. And so I want to create something like that. Sometimes it's a picture and how they edit it and how the lighting came in from this different angle. And there's like, a whole lot. So there are a whole lot of things that, and I'm so grateful to have like those type of channels now that people are posting, and you could walk in their creative process with them too.
They give you like a behind the scenes feel.
Exactly.
I follow I follow a bunch of like cooking shows and different people who create things. I enjoy and I do save those posts, especially on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I know deep down I will never be able to recreate those.
Yeah, that's why you need to book me.
All right.
Or, just order something from me. I got you.
Okay. Obi has been really into baking in the last God knows how long time.
Yeah, a couple of months now. It's like, it's a few months.
Okay. So, because I thought it was a lot longer.
No.
Okay.
No.
So in the last couple of months, Obi has been just dishing out dessert after dessert. People have been buying. Also meat pies. Apparently it's on a menu.
It's a hit.
It's a hit?
Yeah.
All right. It's a hit. Okay. Do you like watching any cooking shows? Maybe that could be an inspiration or...
Yes, obviously. Like that's where Netflix comes in because I love...
Amen. Preach it.
Yeah, I love watching cooking shows on Netflix. So many. Top Chef, Salt, Water, and something. Like there's a show like that. I can't remember the name.
Okay.
And then Nailed It is a baking show, and they
heard about
asked them to just make ridiculous things. So
Is that a British show?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But yo, if I ever have to be like on a baking reality show, I don't think I'm gonna make it because I really do take my time when I'm baking, and then they're under the clock. Yo, that my anxiety is gonna be is gonna be over the roof.
Gotcha.
But I love cooking shows. Like they're just so relaxing. I also love home renovation shows as well, like HGTV. That's my channel. Yeah.
Interesting. So it's either baking something or making something.
Exactly.
Interesting.
It's very nice, very relaxing for me.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I have watched a couple of like Tiny House Nation, those kind of shows where you go in and you review how they are building tiny houses out of trailers and stuff like that. Is that the show you're
those kind of shows, Fixer Upper, where they get like a house that's been abandoned and then they just make it into something crazy, like so modern or something like that. So those kind of shows. Yeah.
Because I'm a little bit the opposite.
Okay.
I do enjoy watching it, but I also enjoy seeing how people are not pleased with the results.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why.
Oh yeah, there's actually a show like that. I don't remember the name, but then
Tell me.
it's like they fix up the house.
Yeah.
And you also have the option of buying a new one. And so when they renovate your house, it's like, oh, I like the renovation. I'm going to stick to my house.
Okay.
And you don't buy the new one. Or you're like, I hate this. I'm going to sell it. And then you go and buy the new one. I don't remember the name, but there's a show like that. Like someone could decorate and it's like, yeah, I don't like this.
Okay. Because I do enjoy watching different shows, but then I sometimes find myself cheering for people who do not like renovation.
Yeah.
So if it was between me and the show, I would say
you don't like it.
I mean, it's fair. I have a very peculiar taste.
Okay.
It's not minimalistic, but I just don't feel like.
There's an interior decor out there that could satisfy your needs. Trust me.
Whenever we grow up and
we get to that stage, definitely.
There you go. Yeah. Are there any shows that would maybe like you would watch it and it would make you reevaluate your life? Maybe a scene from a show, maybe I don't know, a plot twist. Reevaluate
my life is a huge thing. I don't know if shows can do that, but shows could make me dream and say, you know what, I would love to do that someday.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, this show with Zac Efron. I don't know why the name has skipped my head. But what's the name? Down to Earth, exactly. Okay. So shows like that where people get to travel around and probably like taste food, experience different things, dwell into cultures of different people. I love those type of shows, some type of documentaries.
Yeah.
No, season 2 is not out. Yeah. But yeah, there's certain documentaries that would say that, you know what, that's really cool. Okay. So it doesn't make me reevaluate my life, but it's like I would definitely love to do that someday.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And it's weird, sorry, but then there's some like CNN travel shows that I'm like, that I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I like what they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little bit background from, since you mentioned Down to Earth. So it's a show about Zac Efron.
Yeah. And what's the name of the other guy?
I don't remember, but it has Zac Efron.
It has Zac Efron. That's enough.
That's enough. It's enough for me.
Yeah.
And then, because I grew up on High School Musical.
Definitely.
Everything else that he did afterwards.
I don't know about it. I just know High School Musical.
High School Musical forever. 1, 2, and the
3,
and the Tress.
Yeah.
There you go. So that show, Down to Earth, is about 2 individuals who are going from a place to place, from a country to country, and they get to discover the food, different, I want to say companies, and different, not a ritual, but different activities, I guess.
Yeah. All in the culture.
All in the culture.
Yeah.
But the main part, what they do is behind to save the earth, save the planet. So any activity that they do, anything that they have planned out to whatever they need to do in that specific country is based off of how does that benefit the planet. Because we're back to down to earth. How can we save the earth? And one of the episodes that I feel both of us have I think that's how our friendship has flourished.
Yes.
Thank you, Zach. you know, you know how it is.
You're connecting people over here.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a show talk about water, just water in general, what it is, how can you filter it, how can you, different jobs. What is that job that a person,
the sommelier, water sommelier? Yes.
A person whose sole purpose is to
just know everything about it, because like besides water, people do it for wine as well, but then they know everything about it, from the taste to how it was made to the composition, what makes it different.
Gotcha.
That's an amazing job. Like there's so many amazing jobs on earth. Like I remember meeting somebody that went to uni to study outdoor activities. Like you spend
what?
You spend 4 years of your life in college studying how to organize outdoor camps, and that was just so fascinating. Because
I get that.
I don't, but that's so fascinating.
It's a comparison with a friend of mine who got a PhD in harmonica. Exactly, Obi. Exactly about that. Anyway, but okay, so. Your friend studying outdoors, and it was...
Yeah, they're just very fascinating jobs. But that's by the way. Gotcha. Let's get back to what we're speaking on.
No, I agree. This is kind of more of a therapeutic kind of level, but I have found myself enjoying watching The Office.
Oh, The Office is amazing.
Okay, good.
The Office, I've not met anyone who doesn't like The Office, and if you don't come close to me. That type of thing. The Office is good.
Oh my goodness. The Office is one of the best shows that I have experienced or lived through. We are fortunate enough to live in an era where they created the show.
Yes.
Let that sink in.
And then we have channels to watch it on. Like we don't have to cross the seas and get a CD or something to watch it. So that's a good thing.
It is back on Netflix as the time of the recording. It's back on Netflix. It's been gone for like 9-10 months or something like that, but then it's back. But then for some reason I've caught myself experiencing certain situations, not like in The Office, but The Office has helped me process things.
Yeah.
In the same way, different writers, because I'm a sucker for writers, I would watch a show or a movie because they have a good director or a screenplay or a writer. And so for The Office, a lot of people who wrote that show, I still follow them in their journey of what they're doing right now.
And that's pretty awesome, because like most times when we watch shows or movies, we're not really focusing on the creative set behind the show. Like most people just follow the actors. And I mean, they're amazing, right? That's why they're on the show. But we kind of forget the directors and sound engineers and writers. I mean, yeah, there's some award shows that would award the writer, but then that's true. Yeah, but other people, we just forget about them, and they're all like creatives too. Who knows? Maybe they're struggling, and they're like, we also want attention, or maybe they just like behind the scenes as well.
Okay.
But yeah, everybody who comes together to make something, we just don't maybe give them enough recognition. So from us as struggling creatives, we're saying thank you to all our favorite shows.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, creative team.
You guys are amazing.
Yes.
We are trying to do something that you guys have been doing fabulously in the last couple of decades. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, even with the shows right now, with the Squid Game coming out, which that show took the world by storm.
Yeah, so there's this guy on YouTube called Mr. Beast. I really hope that
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, he recreated Squid Game, and it got it got amazing views in like a couple of hours. And I was so excited watching it. It felt so nice, like seeing the winner who went home with $456,000.
What?
And I was like, okay, that's pretty nice. But it was really nice that he the set was very close to how the movie was.
That's crazy. The amount of time and dedication a person can have. I'm sure he had teams upon teams of
definitely.
But he was the mastermind behind recreating that, especially on YouTube.
especially on YouTube.
Which, by the way, you can follow us on YouTube. But
yeah, but the views are amazing. Comments were amazing, and I remember someone sent me a message one time saying that she wants to create things like that, and she's the only one. Like, she's struggling with actually finding the right camera to start using, struggling with lighting, struggling with so many things and getting there. And I was just like, you know what? Why don't you start something? Just record things and learn how to edit first, then how to put things together, and then from there you could start talking to people and slowly build a team like we did.
Oh man, thank you so much. We got Dave behind the camera, Dave. But one thing I've noticed, especially with audio, we are new to this. We're new to the space, but we're not afraid to fail.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something with that show specifically, Squid Game. Yeah. That show has failed to be aired, distributed, or worked with different companies for a longest time, almost 10 years. And then finally Netflix decided, is it Netflix? Right? Yeah. Netflix picked it up, because I always get confused between Netflix and HBO Max.
No, this is Netflix.
Okay, so Netflix picked it up.
Yeah.
Decided to do that, and the same thing with Stranger Things. Nobody wanted Stranger Things, and then all of a sudden it was like it is still top 5 shows on Netflix.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but then.
What? It's been out for
I know.
decades.
I know. I just haven't watched it yet, so I'll probably get around to.
All right. No worries. Yeah. It's a show that's definitely, that show is Stranger Things. The way it tells a story from the kid's perspective, the teenager's perspective.
Like, I know about the plot.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten around to seeing it yet. But so when it comes to like streaming platforms, which is your best?
Streaming and platforms, I would say Netflix is very easy.
Okay.
Because the same thing that you want for your content for people to see is to put out on the most viewed or heard platform. And I think Netflix has been there for the longest of time. I know Disney Plus is a thing.
There's Disney Plus, there's Apple TV, there's Amazon Prime Video, there's HBO, there's so many. But the one thing I love about Netflix is accessibility. Different parts of the world, you can have it. Something like Hulu, if you're not in the US of A and have like a VPN to access it, then you don't get to watch it, right?
Oh my gosh,
So thumbs up to Netflix with that one.
All right. Fair enough. That's good.
So, fire rapid questions.
All right, super excited. We have this segment. It's called Fire Questions. Fire Rapid Questions.
Rapid fire, is it?
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Fire rapid?
Rapid fire.
I have dyslexia. I feel like it's a good time to mention it. I genuinely have dyslexia, so I'll ask you questions and you have to answer right away.
Okay.
All right. Physical books or ebooks?
Ebooks.
You're wrong. No, just kidding. Imagine. Netflix or HBO Max?
Netflix.
Show or movie?
Show.
Stay at home or going out?
Stay at home.
Wow, okay. Summer or winter?
Winter.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Okay. I want to stop there and ask you about the home and going out because I'm curious.
Yeah.
You are an introvert.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know your personality type?
Is it the ISTJF1?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I just mentioned.
I thought you were just numbering letters.
No, that's the one.
Okay.
I don't remember anything about it. I think it's ISTJ.
ISTJ.
F. Yes.
ISTJ. So you're introvert, you're social? No, that's not
I don't know. I don't remember, but it's something. It's along those lines.
ISTJ. So you're a thinker.
I'm probably saying it.
Yes.
Yes. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's around those lines.
You did not remember the definitions of the letters, but you remembered you're a judgy person?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I don't think I judge, but according to the test.
You would judge a situation, you evaluate things.
This is not a shrink session.
Okay.
So.
All right. Me personally, I am an ENTJ.
Okay.
I'm an extrovert. Before COVID, I was 97% extrovert. After COVID, the first
months.
Yeah, the first months that we were locked out, I went from 97. Get ready. To to 93.
Wow.
Yep.
What a huge gap.
Well, I'm telling you, man. I am no longer that big of an extrovert, but I love talking. I'm an extrovert, and I feel like sometimes our characters actually affect the work that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever felt that way before?
Definitely. I think that generally personality would really play into the type of content that you're putting out.
Okay.
I know that there are people, though, and I was going to ask you this, that do you think you could have two types of personality, one online and then your actual self? Or do you think that your actual self is always going to find its way into your online self?
Yeah, I think that what you see, what you get. I'm not very... I'm a person that would be acting very self-preserved and quiet in the first... Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
I would be preserving the true self for a little bit until we become best friends, and then you'll be able to, like, see me for who I am.
Okay.
I'm very over the top kind of person.
Okay. So. But I really do think that the way type of person you are would always play into the content that you put out. Mm-hmm. I mean, even if you try to play it the opposite, after a while it's gonna get tiring.
Okay.
Right? Like, I don't see an introvert being overtly extroverted on the internet, because after a while, like me, you're just gonna disappear from the internet space. So but it's beautiful. Like, we need to have those different types of personality online. Like, that's why we're all different people, right? So I just tell people that the type of person you are that's fine enough. Like, you don't have to be another type of person to sell your content. I mean, there are people who do that. They feel like, okay, this type of person sells more. This type of person gets more views. So I'm going to have my content like that to get more views. But honestly, it gets tiring.
You know what I've noticed? A similar pattern with different things that are popular. Right. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, I've noticed with what's the green liquid that everybody started being obsessed about?
I don't know.
Slime. There you go. Okay. So apparently, slime became such a huge phenomenon, and people would post on YouTube, and everybody started going crazy, and they would dedicate their channels to slime. They started off as creative people who would travel, traveling vlogs, and then they would start doing slime and getting a couple million views.
Yeah.
And then I'm still trying to process the whole thing, but ASMR.
You don't like it?
I don't get it.
Thank you. Oh my God. I know that people are going to come for us for saying this, but I don't like it as well. And I know people who do, and like, I have friends that watch it, and I love them.
You watch it?
Yes, like
you watch ASMR.
There are people. Look, so people have videos.
You watch ASMR.
Listen. People have YouTube videos dedicated to this, where like they're watching people with doing the action.
Got it.
Right, so it's different from just hearing it, but then they have like YouTube channels, and then they watch them doing those things, and so.
So you're telling me there's a review of ASMR? A reacting channel of ASMR?
It's a huge market on YouTube, fam. And personally, it's too much for me to handle. Okay. But if you're my friend and you do it, I still love you. But I'm just saying, it's just something I can't seem to comprehend.
Okay. Yeah, ASMR, just because I don't understand it doesn't mean that it's wrong. So I want to say it out there. I'm still confused to why people do that. And every now and then I would like come across ASMR video, and people would either scratch a microphone or they would, and
some people find the sound satisfying.
That's true, yeah.
Right.
Like rain, it helps them fall asleep.
Yeah, but there's some of them that are just not, like, especially when someone's chewing loudly. Like, it's already annoying in real life, I think. And so watching people do that, I'm just like, no.
That is one of my pet peeves. Chewing is... don't do it. Just swallow.
Just swallow. And choke.
Yeah. Oh my Lord. No, I've noticed another thing, a crossover between ASMR and what is it? The thing that people eat, mukbang.
Yeah, that one too. It's too much for me.
You watch a person eat when your microphone is through the roof, very sensible, and you hear people dip their nuggets into ketchup and then just eat it, and it is just awful. But again, if you're a friend,
if you're a friend and you watch it, we love you. But for me personally, it's too much. I can't.
For you, great. For me personally, what the heck? But again,
we still love you. We're not judging you.
So anyway, going back to what do we create, right? And again, we are people who we take pictures, we do videos, we write different things. I know that your family hosts like almost every single channel in Nigeria.
That's not true, but
what does your family do?
Well, my mom's she has her show about parents and teenagers.
Nice.
Yeah, and then other things about women, but that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be shy. They have a couple of channels that is being aired.
We have a couple of shows.
That
are being aired, yeah.
And so, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, you have a stage and everything. You have people dedicated, kind of like this setup. We have dedicated people in different dedicated spheres, which is really nice. Have you ever felt like whenever you create, you would take the post down because it's not doing how you want it to be done?
So I haven't taken a post down because of numbers, but I've taken a post down if I just did not feel it. If that's like, I didn't feel the post, if you understand what I mean. Like maybe it just wasn't working well with my feed, or maybe the actual vision I had about it just didn't come to light at the time I posted it. Yeah. So I've taken a post down because of that, but because of numbers, not actually.
Got it. Okay. Have you did you take the post down, or you archived or something like that?
Archived. Yeah.
Because it's a part of history.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would do this weird habit where I would try to take as many videos and different shorts and clips as possible. I would go to some kind of country, film it, and then would sit on that material for years upon years.
That's me.
Really?
Yeah, I have content that are just sitting down there, and I need to be delivered.
You need to have somebody who would edit for you. You would sit down and be like, yes, works, no.
Yeah, like honestly, there's so much that I'm doing that right now. I really just can't focus on editing.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
I admire people who would just randomly take a picture, post it, and just leave it there.
Yeah.
Because they enjoy it and it is for them.
Yeah.
And for me, because my content varies from sharing about my triathlon experience to about this show, you know, and everything in between. But if there's like a really good building,
you're gonna take that photo.
I'm gonna take that
and
photo.
Post it.
I'm gonna share it because it is amazing.
It's a part of you.
There you go.
And that's on period.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I do feel like my personality comes into the feed and comes out into the video as well. I hope it does the same thing here with audio. So, and with that being said, I think it is time to roll in our outro. Roll out our outro.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So
yes.
Thank you so much for tuning in today to another episode of The Struggling Creatives. We enjoyed having you. Thank you so much for listening, if you were listening. Thank you so much for watching, if you're watching on YouTube. You can always comment below and tell us about how does your personality affect your creativity. Are you an procrastinator, or the other way around? Maybe you are really an extrovert, you want to go and get that shot, or you are an introvert who likes to plan.
Take it easy.
One project at a time.
Yes.
So it's just,
All right, then don't forget to share, subscribe, like, comment, and see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.